It's hot. It's hot. I don't have a clown costume, so I just put on pink shorts and a striped shirt and a clown mask. And now I'm eating. The 1845 clown disaster, Tales from the Bottle by the channel Cuxer, which I love that channel. I'm subscribed. Subscribe. Okay, let's jump into it.
In 1845, 79 people were killed in England during a hilarious stunt performed by a clown. Now, I'm not being insensitive, don't get me wrong. This was a terrible tragedy. A lot of children died. But the clown stunt was just comedic. If people hadn't died during it, you would laugh. Like, there's a memorial to this disaster, and it goes out of its way to mention what the clown was doing. So don't think I'm being crass. It's just a pivotal event in the story that the clown was being funny. You see, in 1845, Cook's Royal Circus was in Great Yarmouth, a borough in Norfolk, England. A special attraction had been advertised for the 2nd of May, which promised to draw a large crowd. The poster survives to this day, so you tell me if you'd attend this event upon seeing this.
Dude.
Mr. Nelson!
Next time, go from the top down. Why would you go up?
The celebrated clown and modern Yorick will sail on the River Bure, starting from Yarmouth Bridge to Vauxhall Gardens at 5 o'clock on the above day in a common washing tub drawn by 4 real geese. Not much is known about this Mr. Nelson fella. It seems sailing in a...
Would you go and see that? I would totally go see that. Are you fucking kidding me? A dude in a fucking barrel getting fucking like water horse. Wait, seahorse. But like, I guess like stream horse, river horse, lake horse.
Geese!
Freshwater
Not much
horse.
is known about this Mr. Nelson fella. It seems sailing in a wash tub drawn by 4 real geese was the most important contribution to history he made during his entire life. The old sail down the river in a wash tub drawn by 4 real geese trick wasn't even something he came up with himself, being first devised some decades previous by fellow English clown Richard Usher, who was also known to travel in a carriage pulled by 8 cats. And this was a trick. The wash tub is actually pulled by a rowboat via an underwater line. To be quite honest, I would not have guessed that the geese couldn't have actually pulled it themselves.
Yeah.
Although, that's not something I've really pondered before. And so, on the...
Like, what if the boat, like, is dragging too much and the geese go behind it? Then the whole illusion's fucked up. How would you do that? There was one guy. Well, yeah, I did a thing. He made fish pull him in a boat, and he had to literally like put them in a tube and like keep them straight so that all they could do was like flap their tails or something. Basically made like a...
And I didn't know it, but one fish slipped out straight away, but the other 4 picked up the slack.
You're going against the wind too. If we had it facing the other way, I reckon you'd go quicker.
Their tails or something. Basically made like a propeller out of fish. We should watch that video sometime.
2nd of May, 1845, come 5 p.m, several thousand Yarmouth residents lined the River Bure to see Mr. Nelson perform this trick. Even though it was reportedly firmly and consistently raining,
Dude, think about that. These days, if someone was just like, hey, I'm gonna be like going down the river in a boat holding geese on a rope. If I saw that and it was like even local, would I go? I'd probably want to, and then like not set an alarm and miss it or something, and be like, okay, well, how was it? I'm not sad about that.
It seemingly did little to deter the townspeople from seeing a clown coming down the river in a washtub pulled by several authentic waterfowl. I'll be damned if I'm missing this. At least 300 of this crowd were huddled around the south side of a suspension bridge, hoping to see Mr. Nelson as he passed underneath. At 5:40, he made his approach. Reportedly, an eye-bar
Wait. How the fuck does this turn into a disaster?
on the bridge broke with an audible crack. His
Okay,
approach.
well, we're here.
Reportedly, an eye-bar on the bridge broke with an audible crack. And despite members of the crowd noticing this, no one decided this would have an impact on their viewing of the clown, so there was no attempt at evacuation whatsoever. Some minutes later, a second eye-bar snapped, and the south side of the deck fell into the river. The majority of people on the bridge were thrown into the water. Some at the front had been crushed against the railing by those behind them. Immediately there was an effort to pull people out of the water, but not everyone was still breathing when they re-emerged. Some were resuscitated in
So many people wanted to see a clown in a tub floating down the river that they got on a bridge and it snapped and fell. Dude, 1845, what else were you doing? What the fuck else were you doing other than getting absolutely, like, fucked up drunk and going to work?
in the immediate vicinity, but for many it was too late. In all, 79 were killed, 59 of them being children. It is the
God
largest loss of life
59 children. Dude, it's one of those things where it's like you look at the past and you're like, rock and roll, like there's a lot of things that are too strict these days, but back then, dang, we were just figuring it out. We were like, it's a bridge, it'll hold the sun.
in a single incident in Great Yarmouth's history, attributed
crazy,
to
dude.
faulty welding.
That is so crazy and sad too. Like, it must have just been like, I don't know. I'm just saying, if I were on that bridge and it snapped and fell and I went into the water, if I'm like, okay, we're falling, oh my god, I see it, I know we're going into the water, hold my breath, and I would just stay calm and just like not move until I feel like the tussle kind of stops, and then I would just swim to the surface. Then again, I'm not a child, and then again, I don't know the conditions of the river. But I definitely think that if a bridge broke and I fell into the water and the impact didn't kill me, then I'm good, I'm Gucci. I'll probably be alright. Maybe, I don't know, I'm too confident maybe.
And the bridge being insufficiently designed to hold so many people. In 2013,
Also, like, y'all are sitting there and y'all hear a ping, and one of the things that just did, oh no, it just did that. We're good, guys. Look how many there are. Okay, but why did that one do that? I don't know, old. Okay, let's get off this fucking bridge.
168 years after the disaster, local residents raised funds to commission a memorial to the disaster, which is quite a nice thing to do, and the result looks good, with the victims' names and ages on it. Although, if you had never heard of this incident and you came across this memorial, it might strike you as a bit bizarre. To commemorate the 78 people who lost their lives. It's widely reported that the number is 79, so I'm not sure where that discrepancy has come from or whose error it is, of which 59 were young children, while watching a clown named Nelson being pulled up the River Bure in a wash tub by 4 real geese. Why does the memorial specify there were 4
78 people who lost their lives, of which 59 were young children, while watching. Yeah, wow. Yes, do a memorial, but it's such an oddly, like, unsatisfying memorial. I think it's just the story as a whole. You're just like, oh, well, fuck. You know? It wasn't even, like, an effort of war. Or, like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. That's sad.
real geese, just like the original poster? Was this carved by the clown's publicist? There's even a little whimsical depiction of Nelson and his geese, which is rather jarringly placed right above the epitaph, "Sleep thy children, peace find thee, your stories told, your spirit's free. God bless them all. I wonder how many people have seen this memorial and couldn't figure out if it was a joke or not. It certainly does evoke some conflicting emotions. On one side, you learn a child of 2 years of age died, but on the other side, 4 real geese. I wish we knew more about the enigmatic Mr. Nelson, especially what became of him. I can only assume he never again sailed a body of water in.
Wait, what happened to him? Wouldn't he have like gone into like the destruction? Wouldn't he have been like right there?
Wash tub drawn by a number of genuine geese.
I'm assuming it fell like before he even
retired
reached
that
the
stunt
bridge?
for being too dangerous.
They would all be
Or
on
at
like
least he
one
stopped
side
using
and
real
snap.
geese. Anyways, if you liked this story, and I mean the story about the clown, obviously the bridge collapse part was not so pleasant, why not watch more of my videos, of which I have many.
Well, okay.
If you'd like
The 1845 clown disaster. Shorter video. Still good. Like he said, I don't know what. It's a good video, but the story sucks, obviously. I don't know. I feel like the video's too short, so now I'm gonna like do something else. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna use my new back shot camera. It's for my back shots. Welcome to the year 2020. Six. Had to think for a second. This is the backshot camera. Nice to meet you. Damn, I wonder what Nelson's up to today. I wonder if anyone knows who Nelson is. It was just a flyer. They showed up. 70 fucking people died. What do you think he did? Do you think he just like went home afterwards? Or he just like started like, oh shit. Yeah, like I don't know. This whole thing is crazy because I'm thinking about like the boat towing him. Where was he? Where was Nelson? Where was the boat whenever the bridge collapsed? What would you do if you were the clown? I'd honestly, I'd probably get out of the water and just like, oh fuck, step back or something. Okay, that's technically the end of this video. Thank you for watching. On to the next video.